Las Vegas woman was seriously hurt today when she was hit by a car while crossing the street with her kids. We'll show you what happened in a live report.
Plus, a major meth bust off Russell Road forced the evacuation of nearby businesses for most of the day.
The FBI is warning of a potential terror attack this holiday weekend, so how safe are you? I'm Adrian Arambulo. That story is coming up in a live report.
You're watching Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 6. It's not just news, it's eyewitness news.
Eyewitnesses saw a mother and her two children hit by a car this morning. That driver left the mother and children seriously hurt. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
The accident happened at Main and Owens, and the family had no chance to react before being hit. Channel 8 Eyewitness News is live. Edward Lawrence was the first reporter on the scene. He is back at that intersection now with the latest. Edward.
Hey, Gary. Metro says that they arrested the driver through his own stupidity. Now, the family that he hit is still in the hospital. The mother is expected to survive, but she may lose her leg. Her two small sons just needed stitches. Metro says Rennie Sosa sped east on Owens towards Main Street.
He was coming fast. He looks like he wasn't slowing down. He hit the curb.
Dowling says Sosa's car weaved across two lanes and hit the median. Then it hit the curb again and the median before heading toward this sidewalk where a 38-year-old woman was holding a stroller with her 2-year-old boy and holding the hand of her 6-year-old son.
He just slid and kept hitting the brakes and slid. She was standing right against the pole. The baby was beside her.
Dowling darted across traffic in her truck to try and protect the family of 3.
Because he was heading straight towards them. And I thought, I'll try and block him off so I can get, I'd rather he hit me, than these people. And then he just crashed. It just that fast.
She heard the brakes and turned around, but she couldn't do nothing. I mean, there was nowhere for her to go.
The mother's leg hit the pole and was crushed. The car sent the stroller about 20 feet into the street near the police motorcycle, ejecting the 2-year-old. The 6-year-old landed in the same area.
And he sat there a minute and he got out of the car and he said, "No, I didn't do this." And he got back in the car. I was over by her. I saw him trying to put it in gear, and we reached in the car and tried to grab him.
Another gentleman went to the driver's side of the car, and I went to the passenger side and opened the door because I was going to take his keys out because it looked like he was getting ready to go.
Dowling says he backed up and almost hit more people as he sped off. Police found Sosa's car not far away. The airbags deflated and 2 flat tires. And police say that Sosa then ran. Officers say after that they got a call about 2 hours after the accident from Sosa reporting his car stolen. Officers rolled out to his house and arrested him. Reporting live at Owens and Main, Edward Lawrence, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
All right, Edward, thank you very much.
We are getting some breaking news right now. We want to show you a picture of the Imperial Palace. We understand that there is a 3-alarm fire.
County firefighters are responding to that. We're not sure what's going on. Obviously, you don't see any smoke in this picture, so that is a good sign. They don't take a lot of chances when it comes to a hotel on the Las Vegas Strip, and especially after all of the hotel fires of some 20 years ago. Fire safety equipment in the hotels is very good. So we obviously will continue to watch this story and let you know as soon as we know more about it.
In a story you saw first on Channel 8, police busted a major meth lab today in a business area. It forced some people out of work while hazmat crews cleaned up. Channel 8 Eyewitness News is live. LuAnne Sorrell is at the scene. She has the very latest. LuAnne.
Well, Polly, around 9 o'clock this morning, Metro Police responded to this parking lot looking for a stolen car. Not only did they find that car, but they found a very large meth lab in one of the businesses here. 5 people were taken into custody and 6 to 8 businesses were evacuated. I spoke with one of the people who was evacuated from this industrial complex, and he told me that this is an extremely dangerous place to have a highly explosive meth lab.
Very worried because inside of our warehouse we have so much flammable stuff that it could have went up. That whole section could have went up at any time.
Chris Rivas says he had noticed a lot of traffic coming and going from this business over the past few weeks. Police say the 5 people in custody will likely be brought up on narcotics charges. Now, a hazmat team was here earlier in the day decontaminating this business, but they left about 45 minutes ago, and people have been allowed to return to their businesses. Reporting live near Hacienda and Decatur, I'm LuAnne Sorrell, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
The FBI has issued a bulletin to police departments around the country warning warning them that terrorists may strike this 4th of July weekend. The FBI is said to be asking police agencies to increase their patrols. Channel 8 Eyewitness News is live. Adrian Arambulo joins us from the Las Vegas Strip. Adrian.
Gary, the FBI is reportedly asking police to increase their patrol and for these patrols to use different tactics. Now, it's important to note that neither Las Vegas nor the rest of the country is under a specific threat.
I watched across the river from where my school was, the planes crash into that building.
New York's Robert Brancatello, here on vacation, saw the Twin Towers go down on 9/11. At the time, he was teaching at a high school.
About 15 of our students remained in the building, lost their parents that day.
Still, news of a potential threat this weekend doesn't bother him.
I've become somewhat complacent, I think, in the last few years.
Local law enforcement does not have that luxury. The FBI has warned police departments across the country of a potential terror strike this weekend. Local FBI agents say they are assessing threats, that there is no specific or credible threat to Las Vegas, but they will stay at heightened alert. Valley police departments are not saying much to keep their tactics secret, but admit they are busy preparing. Casinos such as the Venetian are also well aware of the threat.
Since September 11th, the properties being the casino industry working closely with the Joint Tourism Task Force with Metro to exchange information and receive training as to what to take and look for.
Amongst other measures, they are checking every car that comes onto their property, inside and out. Casino security directors are teaming up.
We in security pass information freely to help protect the guests that come to Las Vegas and the people that work here.
The bulletin also gives tips on how to spot suicide bombers. First, they may be wearing loose clothing, unfit for summer. Secondly, they may carry large bags into unusual areas and may be mumbling, perhaps saying prayers. And lastly, and sadly, they may pose as pregnant women. Tourists here, though, remain confident and like what they see.
I just feel like it's a blanket of security for me. So I don't walk around.
Now, every single person we spoke to expressed that they are 100% confident in their safety. Still, the FBI continues to monitor the situation around the clock. Reporting live from the Strip, Adrian Arambulo, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Adrian. One local police department says this current bulletin is not any different from what they receive every month. Still, they remain vigilant. The nation's terror threat remains at yellow. Vigilance is being urged by FBIs across the country. Law enforcement officials say the advisory was not prompted by any specific threat. Security is tight, though, around the National Mall, where thousands are expected for special holiday events this weekend. People already at the mall say they understand the extra security.
That it's a complex situation we're living in right now, and but I've just been enjoying myself because I work hard all year and I'm just down here to have a good time with some family.
Local, state, and federal agencies, including Park Police, the FBI, and the National Capital Area Response Team, will watch over the mall area.
Can you imagine the fireworks show down in D.C.? Wow.
Yeah, that'll be on TV someplace.
Thousands of people are packing the airport and freeways into Las Vegas this holiday weekend. We'll show you how bad the traffic is expected to get.
Plus, what you need to know before you set off fireworks. See how to stay safe on the 4th of July.
You're watching Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 6 with Gary Waddell, Paula Francis, neighborhood weather with Kevin Janison, and sports with Dave McCann. It's not just news, it's Eyewitness News.
We want to update you now on that 3-alarm fire we told you about at the Imperial Palace. The fire was reported to be coming from an escalator inside the hotel.
Eyewitness News is live. Dayna Roselli is in Chopper 8. Dayna, what do you see now?
Well, I don't see any smoke, but there are definitely a lot of fire trucks on scene. And right now it's difficult with a situation like this because you've got fire trucks on scene, which is backing up traffic, which, as you know, on Las Vegas Boulevard is pretty tough for the other trucks to get in as well. You can see some more coming in this way. There's some other ones down the road that it looks like they're having a tough time getting through traffic. Now, as they're pulling up, I don't see anybody rushing in, so I'm assuming that it is not a huge emergency at this moment. I haven't seen anyone come out, haven't seen any firefighters running in. I see them pulling up to the scene and basically putting on some gear and walking in. Again, no smoke right now. Supposedly the fire is inside the Imperial Palace on the Las Vegas Strip. That's what we know right now. Reporting from Chopper 8, Dayna Roselli, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
With fireworks stands set up all over town and fireworks sold on Indian reservations, you may be wondering what's the difference between the two. Well, to help clear the smoke on the fireworks sales, Channel 8 Eyewitness News is live. Cindy Cesare is at a fireworks stand on Desert Inn Road and Maryland Parkway. Cindy.
Well, any of the fireworks that are sold here at stands in Clark County are considered legal. But if you do happen to buy fireworks on an Indian reservation or in a neighboring county, you will not be able to set them off here.
One of the TNTs and one of the crazy eyeballs.
Rick Dominguez and his two sons are making their second trip to this legal fireworks stand because they know that they're buying safe and sane fireworks here. They also plan on being safe and sane when they set them off.
We're planning on going directly out of town. We have some friends that live right outside the city limits, and we're going to go out there and on his property.
Dominguez has the right idea when it comes to practicing firework safety. However, fire inspectors know that many people will not come to legal stands like this. Many will purchase larger, more powerful illegal fireworks on Indian reservations or in neighboring counties.
Everybody should know it is illegal to buy them and to bring them back into Clark County, and we're always definitely looking for them. People out there, you know, in the neighborhoods, they know that there are legal fireworks, and they can call the fire department, let them know if there's illegal fireworks in the area, and we'll definitely come out and confiscate and take a look. We're always on the lookout for that all year long.
Many out-of-town visitors like Manuel Villanueva may not know the firework rules here, but he is still determined to have them be part of his holiday weekend. You're not going to set them off in your hotel room, are you?
We might. Depends on how many drinks we have.
That out-of-town visitor was obviously kidding. He said that the fireworks that he bought right here at this stand, he plans on setting them off out in the desert in in an area where it's not populated, and that's exactly what the Clark County Fire Department wants people to do. That way it will prevent any injuries of people as well as homes. Reporting live from Maryland Parkway and Desert Inn, Cindy Cesare, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Legal fireworks in Clark County are only sold up until July 4th in order to prevent the illegal sale of fireworks after the holiday. Fireworks are a major part of 4th of July celebrations, as we all know, and all that loud noise can be pretty scary for pets. Oftentimes, cats and dogs become so afraid they run away, get lost, and can even be hit by cars. Veterinarians say there are several things you can do to make sure your pets don't have a horrifying experience this 4th of July weekend.
A lot of dogs do need tranquilizers because of the fireworks. All people have to do is contact their veterinarians, and they can get tranquilizers through their doctor if needed. A lot of dogs do fine without them, but we'll have other dogs that have literally gone through plate glass windows before when they get excitable.
Animal experts also say to keep your pets indoors, and if the noise is still bothering them, you might think about turning on the TV or radio to help drown out the sound.
If you are looking for a place to watch the fireworks, here are some options on the 4th of July itself. You can see shows at Desert Breeze Park, Anthem Hills, and Morrell Fields Parks, along with the Stratosphere and Treasure Island. Also the Hills Park at Summerlin, Lake Las Vegas Resort, the Veterans Park in Boulder City, and east of Prim Valley Resorts. If you would like fireworks show information for the whole weekend, you can go to our website, KLAS-TV.com.
A lot of people also ask about what time dusk. Kevin says that's around 8, and then show should start somewhere around 9 or so.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Overcoming pain is a major part of recovering from surgery. Tonight, a new way to fight that pain.
And later in this hour, the world is saying goodbye to Marlon Brando, an actor many call the greatest actor of his generation. Local nurses rallied today. They are threatening to strike. Nurses from Valley and Desert Springs hospitals gave a 10-day notice that they'll walk off the job if their demands are not met. The nurses want hospitals to improve working conditions by hiring and keeping good nurses. They say Nevada has the worst nurse-to-resident ratio in the nation, and they say that makes it hard to do their jobs. A hospital spokesperson says they've made an offer that will make the nurses among the best paid in the Valley.
The way pain is handled after surgery is changing, making it easier for patients to recover more comfortably. In tonight's Medical Breakthroughs report, Paula Francis shows us the future of pain relief.
After prostate surgery, Stephen Huntington didn't get the normal treatment for his pain. Instead, doctors gave him a pain patch.
Instead of having to lug around a cart with an IV, you're walking around with this little credit card sized patch.
With the push of a button, the patch sends pain relief through the skin. Dr. Eugene Viscusi says this patch is just one way pain treatment is changing.
I think the future of pain medicine will be less invasive, less external technology, which may lead to medication errors and equipment malfunctions.
Even pain pills are transforming. Some last for prolonged periods, so patients can take them less frequently. Another product under study is depomorphine.
With a single epidural injection, pain relief can be obtained for about 48 hours.
Stephen is fully recovered and is back at work at his law office.
While I certainly wouldn't recommend the surgery as a recreational activity, I guess I appreciated the fact that this aspect of the painkiller delivery system made it a little bit easier.
With options like these on the horizon, pain relief won't be such a pain anymore. Paula Francis, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
The FDA approved depomorphine, also called Depadur, in May. The pain patch is currently under review. If approved, it will only be used for post-surgery pain, not chronic pain. For more information, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope and make sure to write pain relief on the front. You can find more information on our website.
Traffic is at a standstill on the Las Vegas Strip at this hour as crews respond to that 3-alarm fire at the Imperial Palace. Eyewitness News reporter Atle Erlingsson is on the scene. He joins us now on the telephone with the very latest. Atle, what can you tell us?
Gary, traffic may not be heavy just in the front of the hotel, but also on the backside. We are in the back of the Imperial Palace, just east of the Strip. Hundreds of people are out here in the back of the casino. We are told by people who are inside that they are evacuating the casino floor of the hotel. The actual hotel area of the Imperial Palace is okay, but the casino floor was evacuated a short time ago. All of the customers inside, all of the employees were told to leave the hotel, and they're all filing out of the hotel right now. Hundreds of people simply standing around, many of them not knowing really where to go. The employees out here are just standing around waiting for word to get back inside the hotel. We don't know exactly where this fire started. We are told by people out here that there's a fire somewhere in or near the casino floor. One person said it had to do with some sort of electrical issue, but no one out here seems too scared. They were told to leave the casino floor. Everyone out here is very, very calm, but hundreds of people right now filing out of the hotel as the fire department is continuing their evacuations. Gary?
Atle, I know we heard earlier that the fire was near some escalators. There's some very long escalators in that hotel, escalators that take you up to the showrooms and the restaurants on like the 3rd floor. So, I mean, if it's in that area, that's a big area of that hotel just off the casino.
Well, very, very big. I mean, you just out here seeing all the people that are standing around, you can tell that it was a busy time for the hotel. I mean, there are hundreds of people standing out here, all of them gathered on the east side of the hotel. One of the employees I talked to says the fire actually started near the front entrance of the hotel. They don't know exactly what had caught fire or how it even started, but they believe it was centered in the front of the hotel. So the casino floor, which is in that area, was the main part that was evacuated at this time.
I know you say you're out back. You can't see our pictures, but our pictures are showing out front. There are hundreds of people out front too, and the fire trucks have the entire strip blocked off. Traffic has just stopped completely, so obviously something we'll be watching as the hour progresses here. Atle Erlingsson at the Imperial Palace, thank you very much.
We already told folks out there that we showed them the traffic coming in for the long weekend, and this is what their little welcome map, but hopefully it'll get all cleared up. I guess we'll check in with Kevin because, Kevin, they're coming here to enjoy our good weather, 4th of July weekend.
Can't blame them, but the weather is changing a little bit, Polly. We noticed the first bit of change today with some of the clouds that showed up not only in southern Nevada but northern Nevada as the energy shifts a little farther to the north, even a few showers and thunderstorms along the mountains up there, and we had much fewer clouds in our sky today. Here's real-time neighborhood weather. We'll begin near Jones and Smoke Ranch. It's 97 degrees, but we're beginning to notice those highs getting back into the triple digits. Light breeze, 11% humidity. Lake Mead in Decatur comes in at 95. Next stop takes us down to the south end of town near Eastern and the St. Rose Parkway. They're at 95, but they've got a little breeze blowing now down to 6 miles per hour. And up near Buffalo and Gowan in the northwest, 94 degrees. East at 7, only 11% humidity. A little breeze in some neighborhoods, although today it's less than what we've seen the last couple of days. We're seeing some steady winds around 10 miles per hour, 14, now 9 on the far west side. Certainly not a big deal, and it's going to actually lessen tomorrow. High temperatures ranged anywhere from 99 Alton and Anasazi, 103 up near Cheyenne, Las Vegas Boulevard, 104 over the south end of town. Mountain peaked at 75, Pahrump 94, Boulder City at 98, while Death Valley skied all the way to 116. At McCann, the mercury maxed out at 99, 4 degrees below normal, but we're inching right back up to the triple digits, and if we're not there tomorrow, we'll certainly be there by the 4th. Air quality managed to sneak into the moderate category again this afternoon, and again due to the ozone levels. Strong thunderstorms in parts of the plains working their way toward the mid-Mississippi Valley. Southern Mississippi getting clocked with showers and strong thunderstorms down there. And not as much action in the west, but one thing that did pop out, thanks to the same area of low pressure that's been responsible for our cooler numbers. Watch that storm right there, northern Ventura County. It produced over 2 inches of rain in about an hour and a half and did cause some flash flooding. That low not only responsible for our cooler temperatures, but also the breezes we've had in the afternoon and the clouds. It is weakening off the coast of California, and it's going to start working its way eastward. As it does, you're going to see the temperatures go back pretty much to where they should be for July. The winds will die down. We'll have less clouds, and it will start feeling more like July. Here's your Friday night forecast, looking dead ahead into the holiday weekend. 72 under a clear sky, and we will be illuminated this evening by a bright, bold, big full moon. Tomorrow, 99, the expected high. Lots of sunshine and light wind tomorrow. You might get a little breeze out at the lake, which I imagine will have a couple of visitors. 104 out there with a water temperature of 80. And if you want the pleasant stuff, that's up on Mount Charleston. 72 for a high after a morning low of 45. Here now, a look ahead at your 7-day forecast through the 3-day weekend and beyond. Back to triple digits on the 4th if your neighborhood does not hit it tomorrow. And we're going to stay there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it'll start feeling more like July with highs in the lower 100s, but at least the morning lows bottom out in the 70s. It was a double dare day, so let me first of all say hello to my friends out at Ernest May Elementary. Had a great time hanging out with the staff and the principal and all these wonderful 5th graders, so I want to thank them for having me out there today. And from there we went over to William Lummis Elementary, and of course I know some of these young men and women personally, so if they even think about misbehaving, I'm coming after them. But we expect to hear big things out of both crops of 5th graders as they move on to middle school in the next couple of months.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. Actor Marlon Brando is dead at the age of 80. Just ahead, we'll have a look back on his work and his legacy.
A new day for Ground Zero. A preview of the groundbreaking at the World Trade Center is coming up.
And once again, we are telling you about a fire that's burning somewhere or has burned in the Imperial Palace. We will have the very latest still ahead.
I'm Dave McCann. Coming up in sports, will Coach K finally make it to the Thomas and Mack Center? He will if he takes the Lakers job. LA's waiting for a decision. Also ahead, like the Lakers, the Diamondbacks are looking for a new head man. Sports is next here on Channel 8. Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski will use the weekend to decide whether to take the coaching job with the Lakers or remain with the Blue Devils. Coach K is reportedly being offered a 5-year deal worth $40 million. If he takes the job, he'll finally bring a team to the Thomas and Mack Center, where the Lakers play an exhibition game in October. UNLV and Duke have a storied past, but they never played in Las Vegas. As you see, Duke fans are holding rallies to try and keep their coach. The man believed to be behind the effort to land Coach K is Kobe Bryant. Kobe didn't care much for Phil Jackson because Jackson always wanted Shaq to be the focus of the offense. The Clippers say they plan to meet with Bryant to discuss a job offer. Kobe's an unrestricted free agent. The Arizona Diamondbacks are in the market for a new head man as well. Manager Bob Brenly was fired this afternoon. The Diamondbacks are 29-50 on the season. That's the worst they've been at this point in the year since their debut season way back in 1998. Arizona won the World Championship in 2001. Third base coach Al Pedrique will step in as the interim manager. Tiger Woods has little more than history on his side at the Western Open. The defending champion is wilting under the Illinois sunshine, but he will play through the weekend. This 65-foot birdie helps Woods make the cut by 1 shot at 1 over par. Tiger's made the cut in a record 126 consecutive tournaments. Charles Howell, Matt Gogol, and Steve Lowry share the lead at -6. Scott Hoke is 2 shots back at -4, but it's Hoke that delivers the shot of the day. It's an ace on the par 3 14th. Nicely done. The U.S. Women's Open continues in Massachusetts. Las Vegas resident Kim Psyche putting there for a first-place tie and just missing. She taps in to go to -4. One shot back of Jenny Rosales. Annika Soren stands at -3. Amateur Michelle Wee is 4 shots back at -1. The Las Vegas Marathon will have some real horsepower behind it next year, thanks to the man behind that wheel. I'll be back with the story and more in 20 minutes. Gary and Polly.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
There is more news straight ahead on Channel 8 Eyewitness News Live at this 6:30. We will have a live update on that 3-alarm fire at the Imperial Palace.
And the acting community is stunned, and America is mourning the death of a silver screen legend. We'll take a look at the life and career of a Hollywood rebel.
New York is getting ready to make a permanent memorial for the thousands who lost their lives on 9/11. Coming up, how the city plans to remember the victims.
And the TI continues to change its image. Get ready for the new nightclub Tangerine. Kate Bennett has a preview in tonight's Eye on Entertainment. For an update now on the 3-alarm fire reported at the Imperial Palace. The fire was reported to be coming from an escalator inside the hotel.
Eyewitness News is live. Dayna Roselli is in Chopper 8. She joins us with the very latest. Dayna.
That's right, we're live above Imperial Palace, where you can see dozens of fire trucks are in front and people evacuated from Imperial Palace. Now, what we do know is that the fire was actually in the service elevator, and we do know the hotel was evacuated, and there are reports right now that there are no injuries, so that's a good thing. We also don't see any smoke at this time. We aren't sure if the fire is contained, but it is close to being contained. And again, several fire trucks on scene here. Obviously, the people staying in the hotel evacuated from the casino floor. Las Vegas Boulevard North near Flamingo in front of the Imperial Palace is closed off in this area, so no traffic is allowed through. You can see some traffic on the other side there. It sort of got caught in the middle, but as we know, no injuries, and the fire is close to being out. It was a fire in a service elevator, and again, people waiting outside to get back inside the Imperial Palace and obviously continue their 4th of July vacation. Reporting live from Chopper 8, Dayna Roselli, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Dayna. Hollywood has lost one of its greatest actors. Movie star Marlon Brando has died in a Los Angeles hospital. He was 80 years old. Today, fans and those who knew him are remembering his remarkable career. Here is entertainment reporter Kate Bennett with the story.
It was so unfortunate, so unnecessary.
The man whose husky voice gave life to the character of Don Corleone has died. Marlon Brando died at UCLA Medical Center Thursday night. An attorney says the family is gathering and funeral arrangements are being made according to Brando's will. The rest, like much of the actor's life, is private. But on film, the cinematic Godfather leaves behind a very public legacy. Through his work in movies such as A Streetcar Named Desire, Brando became one of his generation's most influential actors, Hollywood's young, angry man.
I was common as dirt.
Brando had a tough attitude, a natural style that earned him an Academy Award at age 31.
I really don't know. That one.
And despite his popularity, Brando said he preferred writing to acting and downplayed movie making.
I didn't make any great movies. There's no such thing as a great movie. You know what's great? A Rembrandt painting, Mozart chamber music. Those are great.
He used his celebrity status to focus on civil rights. He won an Oscar for his role as the Godfather, and he didn't show up to accept it, hoping to draw attention to the plight of Native Americans.
How did things ever get so far?
That was Kate Bennett reporting. Details about the funeral aren't being released. All we know is that that funeral will be private.